Hello everyone, I hope you are fabulously well. Today I wanted to talk about my Black Friday tips, my Cyber Week shopping tips, because we're well and truly in it. It's the start of it anyway. Some of the sales have been already up and about and living and thriving. So I wanted to give you my top tips on shopping the Black Friday sales. I'm also going to put in the description all of the different discounts, offers, sales that I think you guys will love. It will all be listed in the description box, so come back and check every single day, and they'll all be there, and I'll update it and make sure that you guys have the best discounts on offer, and they'll all be linked below, so make sure you go and check that out. There'll be some in there already because some of them have already started, and I will update them as and when, so make sure you come back to this video, like it, favourite it, whatever, save it, whatever you want to do. Make sure you're subscribed. And yeah, it'll all be down below, so you can go and check out all of the discounts at all times. I'll obviously share bits and bobs on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, and my Like to Know It, which I will link below as well, because I'll have edits and stuff on there, so you can always see bits and bobs that I am sharing for Black Friday. But the one thing that I wanted to talk about when it comes to shopping the Black Friday sales is that there's definitely a way of doing it, right? There's a way of tackling it, because I think when there's a sale on anything, I think instantly we get sucked in. Not everyone, but most people tend to get sucked in, right? Because you're like, oh my god, it's discounted, and oh my god, they've got 20% off, let me buy a few things. And I think that obviously in this kind of day and age with the living crisis and the economy, just I don't even know what's going on there, but it's difficult. And I think if you're going to be spending money, make sure you're spending money on the right things, and you're spending money on things that you genuinely want. So hopefully these tips will help you if you're really struggling or you don't know where to start with the Black Friday sales or how to tackle it. Hopefully these tips will help. My first tip, and I think is something that everyone should be kind of thinking about when shopping the Black Friday sales, is if you weren't going to buy it before, then you don't need to buy it now. I think that it kind of more goes down the route of if you're buying something for yourself. Obviously at this time of year you want to buy gifts, so you might not have been thinking about buying a certain gift for someone, so you might buy a gift that you weren't thinking about, which I think is fine. But talking more in the terms of like, you saw a jumper that you like and you're like, oh, it's discounted, I'm just gonna buy it. Were you thinking about buying that jumper before, or was it just that you saw it was discounted and you wanted to buy it? I think that if you're buying something because it's discounted, you're not buying it because you want it, you're buying it because it's discounted. If you're buying something that you really wanted and it's discounted, go for it, go ahead, buy what you want. But I think when it comes to shopping, especially if you're buying stuff for yourself or you're buying things that you don't really need, really think about, well, was I really wanting it before? Did I need something like this? Was I looking for something like this? Like for instance, say you wanted this jumper, right? You saw the jumper as discounted and you were looking for a jumper like this and it's discounted. Perfect, because you were already looking for that. If you see a jumper like this and you already have a brown jumper in your wardrobe, but because it's 20-30% off, you're thinking about buying it, do you really need it? Probably not. I think that we all get sucked into these sales because there's a discount on something, but also sometimes I think you almost lose money if you're looking at it in terms like, well, I actually already have that kind of jumper, but I'm buying it because it's discounted. So really think about what you're doing. Make sure you're buying stuff because you want it or it's for a gift. I think with gifting it's the perfect time, but really think about, is it necessary for me to have this item? Do I need it? First of all, was I looking for it? And am I getting a decent amount of discount to make it worthwhile of me actually spending that money on that item? The thing to consider is, are you actually getting a good deal? When it comes to sales, you know, they make you feel like you need to buy stuff because it's discounted, and often sometimes it will only be like a couple of pounds off. So yes, okay, yeah, you are getting a good deal, but because you're getting a few pounds off. But if you weren't going to buy it in the first place, are you actually getting a good deal? Second of all, if you're just buying it because, oh, it's a couple of pounds off, are you just buying it for the sake of it? I think you have to think about the deal itself and whether it's worth it. If you're already thinking, oh, I really want to buy that for someone and I want to buy that for someone, oh, I really want that, I was going to buy that velvetizer for someone, it might only be £2 off, but it's £2 off. So then £2 makes a difference because it's £2 cheaper, right? But if you weren't thinking about buying it and you're going and buying it, you're like, are you saving much from buying something that you don't actually need or you don't want? So think about the deal and make sure you're getting a good deal versus just buying it for the sake of it, because there are some amazing deals out there, but don't get sucked in because it's got a big red thing that says 20% off, or like, really think about it. Look at the price, look at the previous price, look at the price it's now. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your money? Do you need that item? Is it a good deal? As I said before, this time of year is perfect for getting gifts. So use this time, use these discounts to get gifts because it makes everything cheaper. And like I said before, with the cost of living crisis and everything like that, we all want to make sure that we're getting good deals and we're not spending stupid amounts of money. So if you see something that you think, yes, that would be a great gift, oh, it's discounted, perfect, definitely do that. I will be buying gifts this Black Friday for sure because, well, I haven't bought anything yet, first of all, and second of all, I think that, you know, I want to save my costs. I'm sure you want to like make your costs go a little bit lower, so use this time wisely. Look at what gifts are available. I will be doing gift guides, like Black Friday dedicated gift guides, on my Like to Know It, so make sure you go check that out. I have already got gift guides on there, but I'll do some like discounted ones that have good deals as well, so that you can get some good gifts, because there are amazing gifts out there for good prices, but you want to be shopping at the right places. So definitely go check out my gift guides if you're looking for that kind of thing. But yeah, gifts are the perfect thing to be spending your money on this Black Friday, and that's probably what I would suggest most people do. Instead of buying loads of things that you don't need for yourself, use the time to buy gifts, and if you see something that you like along the way, do that too. Another way of making sure that you don't overspend when it comes to Black Friday is making a list of everything that you want to buy. So maybe you have a list of gifts that you need to buy. I need to buy for dad, I need to buy for mum, and have like little things of what you want to buy for each person, and stick to the list. I think it's very easy to get carried away. So if you've got a list, you've got items that you want to buy, you can check them off once you've bought them and you're like, yep, got all those. Then if you think, oh, actually I haven't spent a huge amount of money, I have a little bit more money I could spend, you can buy something for yourself, or, you know, maybe buy something that you weren't necessarily looking to buy but you want to buy something for yourself. You could do that. But I think if you're wanting to stick to not spending too much and you want to buy what you need and leave it at that, make a list of everything you want to buy. Maybe even have a couple of things that you want to get for yourself if you are looking for them, not just for the sake of it, and just stick to that list and go by that list and be like, okay, every time you're shopping, when you see a new deal, maybe you're like, okay, well, I haven't got mum a present, so I might buy her that jumper. Do it like that. That way you're not going to hopefully drift off the path of your list, because then you can kind of stick to it. You know what you're going in for, you know what you're looking for, you're not going to go past that. I think when you have a list, sometimes it just makes it a lot easier, a bit more streamlined. But saying that, obviously sometimes you might see something and you'd be like, oh, I might add that to someone's gift, or oh my god, that would be great for a Christmas party outfit. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be leeway, but I think that sticking to a list of what you're looking for to buy in the sales is better than just going in it willy-nilly and hoping for the best. Because I will be making a list, because otherwise I'll be like sat there like, oh my god, and there's just nothing worse than being panicked and buying stuff panicked, because then you buy more than you need and then you just buy stuff for the sake of it. So make sure you've got a list and it'll make it so much easier. My final tip would be just to make the most of the sales. This time is like perfect timing for Christmas presents, and I think it's very overwhelming when you go to look at sales and you're like, oh my god, what do I buy? So make the most, buy the things that you need to buy the things that you're looking to buy anyway, and if you get confused or you're stuck, I've got gift guides, like I said, I'll link those below, so you can go check those out if you're really stuck, and hopefully those will help you. But just make the most of the sales. And the one thing that I really wanted to share, which I think was from, oh my god, what's his name, the money man, what's his name, Martin something, the money man. Anyway, he put this quote on his TikTok, I think, or the TikTok, I can't remember. It was on TikTok, I saw it, and it was something along the lines of this, but I can't remember what it was exactly. But it was something like, if you wanted it and it was 50% off, you're saving half price. If you didn't want it and it's 50% off, you're losing 100%. I think was what it was, something along those lines. And I thought it was so clever, because it's so right. If you wanted it and it's discounted, you're saving money. If you didn't want it and it's discounted, you're essentially not saving any money, because you didn't want it in the first place. You're almost spending money that you never planned to spend or you never thought about spending. So I think it's a very good way of looking at it. if you didn't want it and you weren't thinking about buying it and you were literally buying it for the sake of the fact that it's discounted, you're almost losing money. Obviously there are leeway. Sometimes you want to treat yourself, you want to buy something you weren't thinking about buying. There is leeway, but I think try your best to not get sucked into it and spend money on things you just don't need, because it's just, we just don't need it. We don't need it. We just don't need it. So yeah, I hope you have fun with the Black Friday sales. Let me know if this was useful. Like I said before, all of the discounts that I think you guys will like, that are good discounts, that I think are worthy of sharing, will all be down below, and I will list them all. So go check the description box. Every day I'll update it up until Cyber Monday, which I don't know what the date of Cyber Monday is, but Black Friday is on the 25th, so the Monday of that. Yeah, so I'll update it every day, and you can go find all the links there. And I will be sharing, like I said, bits and bobs on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. But yes, I hope you have the best time in the Black Friday sales. In the comments, let me know what you are thinking of buying. If there's anything out there that you're really thinking of buying, or if you're struggling and you need a bit of help, let me know, and I will be doing that. I will be uploading quite a few videos this week on essentials to buy, things I think you should buy in the sales, and a couple of hauls, so keep your eyes peeled for those. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!